gender-based violence is a big problem. We have seen that escalated during the pandemic, and this training, it is indeed a proper time to have it.
Just wanted to note how the U.S. mission here in Nigeria supports the local efforts to promote the equality and the inclusion of women, as well as to prevent and respond to gender-based violence. It's important for all of our audience members and participants today to know that this form of violence does not discriminate among its victims. That means that this violence can touch the lives of men and boys as well.
Gender-based violence violates the rights of an individual. It diminishes an individual. It is traumatic. It is depressing. Gender-based violence belittles. It devalues and shames. So in other words, from all this, we can say that it is any action or inaction that violates one's rights and results to harm. Gender-based violence certainly harms an individual.
The wide range of things that people can report, there are a lot. And I would also advise that if we are putting for young adolescent girls, we shouldn't forget the young adolescent boys. Because a lot of crimes that are done against young adolescent girls also get done to young adolescent boys. But the boys don't feel the need to speak about it because they are trying to watch how the systems work for the girls, who are mostly victims.
Keeping silent means that the person who saw this and kept silent is a supporter of human rights abuse or gender-based violence. And this is one of the things we are trying to tell people, because enough of silence, enough of keeping quiet, enough of closing our eyes. We can't just fold our hands and watch these atrocities, these human rights abuses happening in our society, watching human trafficking happen in a society. Who knows? Anybody can be a victim. Yes, anybody can be a victim. It could be somebody close to you. So it's high time we start seeing that we have a responsibility to take when it comes to fighting human rights abuses.
Women and girls are particularly vulnerable, especially those who are in circumstances or have other status that makes them susceptible to being victimized. And I'm thinking in this way of migrants, refugees, indigenous women, ethnic minorities, women living with HIV or disabilities. These are some of the examples. And it's important to know in this time of pandemic due to the COVID-19 virus that sadly there is a rising number of cases of violence in the home as well. The U.S. supports Nigeria's efforts to prevent and respond to this form of violence through what we call a whole of government and a whole of society approach.
We are all aware that human trafficking is a very big issue in Nigeria. Every year, thousands of Nigerians are trafficked within the state and outside the states. And the thing is that the majority of the victims are young people like us. And if we don't take action now, I wonder what will happen to our unborn children. So the best time to take action is now, and everybody has a role to play in fighting human trafficking.
This second course, titled Combating Human Trafficking, is part of the activities of the Development Center for African Development and the U.S. Embassy in commemorating the U.S. National Human Rights Trafficking Awareness Month. So a lot of activities has been ongoing before now. Even at the Cool FM radio, we've been having different sections. So today we are privileged and excited to have participants from over 30 states in Nigeria. That can tell you the kind of reach and the impact we are making with the Talk and Human Rights Project.